Okay, so I've breathed a little. Nothing like typing up a giant fucking email and just having it disappear, right? It's just fucking. Oh, that just fucking pisses me off every time. I don't know about you. If you enjoy that sensation of like, this is crucial for the survival of humanity. I need to type this out really well. I deleted curse words. I deleted lots and lots of curse words on the first attempt. Not so much when I went and fucking emailed the White House to tell them what just happened to me. And I must say the little report about it was a little more brief, and I hope they don't come knocking on my door thinking I'm threatening them. Because obviously not, but she said they were all doomed if they don't fucking listen to me. Doom. See that? See the little black thing? That's what doom looks like, apparently. Oh, okay. I'm breathing, taking in oxygen. Yeah, that thing that humans do. Yeah. Breathing, yes. Oh, wait, I know. I'll smoke a cigarette, then I'll have to breathe. Lighter around here. Much better. Okay, so now that I've had a breather, I want to talk about some notes. Just a few that I wrote down late last night. Decided I was a little too tired to film. Dingo is kicking his leg even though nobody's scratching him. I guess I'll scratch him. There you go. He's a good boy, huh? He's a good boy. That's Dingo. Alright, so before I get into these things, did you happen to maybe notice how nobody's talking about Trump Gate? Like, it's a thing. Just because I made it a thing, and it doesn't mean it's going to be that thing, but it's still a thing. They're not calling it Trump Gate, but well, they should be. I'm just putting extra volume on the spasticness today. Why not? I think it's because when I shave, I kind of look like Jim Carrey right here, just right here, not here, obviously, just right here. And I just want to go. No, that's Ernest. Did the wrong impression, dumbass. Oh yeah. It's kind of weird. I actually felt as a 10-year-old boy that Jim Carrey was not jocking my style, except for the fact that it was like my version of Ernest. I don't know how Ernest keeps on getting brought up, but alrighty then. Okay. I'm done. I'm sorry. So Trumpgate, whether it's 1.5 million a month, a day, a year, I think considering that in a hotel of Trump's that, isn't being rented out to the government, he could just write it off. Like when people get government shit, especially Republican type people, especially people in the corrupt side of the construction business, I know from experience, they will just hand out government money like it's fucking nothing. Okay. And if he could hand it out to himself, nigga, please. So these guys got in the little Intercontinental Hotel, the Clock Tower Back to the Future Hotel, right after the fucking Cubs won the World Series. We got Biff in office down the street from the Clock Tower that is apparently stuck. Kind of weird, isn't it? I told you, it'll all be manifested in movies. Movies will be trying to scream out to you. Movies from the period starting around 1985. That's when Kira and I were last together in New Zealand. Okay? When Back to the Future come out. Oh. I'm me. Get over it. The sooner people get over it, the sooner I can start joking and making fun of myself. More. You know, like, after the world is not fucking going to hell in a handbasket. Like, that's all it takes. People just to get over their little embarrassment and realize, oh yeah, it's kind of fucking obvious. I think I've made it as obvious as I can without making the choice for you. But anyways, so let's talk about how I was right. Yeah, because I know that's not annoying. Black Lives Matter. I said secretly funded by the KGB. Communist inspired, communist operated, meant to be the second prong in the assault on the black culture in America, combined with the very Paula Jones Clinton scandal like takedown of an American icon of African American prowess, Bill Cosby. Okay? Oh my God, he got fucked up and had sex in the 70s. Like, seriously? Huh. Chances are most of those fucking women are just completely lying. The only one that had any credibility to them, was drinking with Bill Cosby, then went back to Bill Cosby's place with him and proceeded to drink with him, and then act like she's surprised she got some dick. Okay? And that's how you let Bill Cosby get taken down. An American icon of African American success. A walking debunk of the word nigger. That's what Bill Cosby was. So Black Lives Matter couldn't have succeeded in their agenda to enrage the honky without the takedown of Bill Cosby. Because guess what Bill Cosby would have been doing if he wasn't busy with all that bullshit? He would have been calling Black Lives Matter for what the fuck it is. A bunch of nonsense children with a bad strategy. Okay? And no sense of something that Bill Cosby's been known to promote, of personal responsibility. That's why the KGB was behind Black Lives Matter. Probably created it. Probably looked for somebody to hire to run it, to found it. Okay? But you don't have to take my word for it. Because they're celebrating, mourning, calling him, a good thing. Unlike Obama. Obama released a neutral statement after years of calling him a dictator. Okay? We know Obama's opinion on Fidel Castro. He was doing a diplomatic thing by making a very neutral statement and trying to reach out to the Cuban people after Castro's death. But Black Lives Matter, just like every communist country on the planet, just like every communist organization on the planet. Oh no, Fidel Castro, our hero, is dead. Moo. Yeah, I just said moo. I don't know. I don't know why. I have kids. I say moo to them a lot. When they whine. They go, moo. I'm a cow. Moo. That's how one of them sounded when she whined like a couple of years ago. Just tease her about it. Anyways. So, yeah. If Black Lives Matter wasn't fucking communist inspired, funded, operated, that kind of thing, Why the fuck would they be coming out missing Fidel Castro? The only people who are doing that are communists. And then, of course, you have the right-wing nationalists and crazy people, just outright fucking crazy people like Donald Trump. Fidel Castro is dead! Exclamation point. Like he was holding the knife. He's dead! I just killed him! Yay! Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He is literally inciting a riot on a daily basis. That's his agenda. His agenda is to sow stress and strife and discontent. He is here to neuter our defense. Okay? To just cut the balls right out of our unity. Which I guess would turn us from united into eunuchs. That's fucked up. Okay. So, on to the rest of the notes. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, notes. Why not? Trump comes out against vaccines and supports like conspiracy groups and people, especially Alex Jones, who basically say that that vaccines are a big evil government conspiracy. Okay, so these people who can't even keep their fucking email working, okay, can't even fight Russian hacking well enough to be informed by someone that they scouted me for naval intelligence when I was 16 years old. Okay? And the fucking water is well beyond toasty warm, okay? And now we got no ability for people like me to contact the government and say, you know, while y'all been working your busy 10-hour days, you might not have noticed this. See, this is something that was happening during the Ukraine conflict. People like me were keeping our government informed, while Ted Cruz was busy sequestering it. While we needed to reinforce NATO, Ted Cruz sequestered. Okay? Communist fucking spy. That's why. Takes one to know one, Donald Trump. And now we have this anti-vaccine kick coming out of nowhere. In addition to the American flag burning thing, which was shown on RT, and they still have not produced a single video that actually proves where it was and who was doing it. They've never shown a clear video of who was burning the American flag. There's one that looks a lot more clear than the rest, but it's still not conclusive as to where that was, who was doing it. You're told where it was and who was doing it, but you can't really tell for yourself. Now, it wouldn't be the first time Fox News has mixed up protest and flag burning footage on purpose to make people think that protesters are somehow by default anti-American. In this case, the people protesting the election of Donald Trump are the only ones who are pro-American. Whether or not all of them even know it or not. The Bernie people obviously aren't conscious of this, but the fact of the matter is, they're standing up for democracy while the federal government is being complicit in destroying itself, it seems. They're just that weak. They're fucking scared. And there are some serious leveraging situations going on. Okay? And I really don't think Donald Trump intends to be president. I really don't think anybody up there really thinks Donald Trump is going to be president. Okay? Here's why. The Cabinet of Deplorables. Okay? Can you read that? I can't. Maybe you can. The Cabinet of Deplorables is now being, you know, topped off, iced, rim jobbed. Wait, no. David fucking Clark. The guy who can't even run his own fucking county, okay, can't prevent a pregnant woman from giving birth to a child, can't prevent people from fucking dying of thirst. A fucking baby died because of this guy's negligence. Okay? He's basically nothing but a fucking pundit. He ran as a Democrat. Did you know Sheriff David Clark ran as a Democrat? So the D by his name and his black face would fucking elect him? Hmm? You didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that his very existence is deplorable. He's has no credibility. But have you noticed something else? All the people he's actually picking are really shady fucking people. Okay? People that really should be in jail. People who have committed crimes against the government. Okay? People who have shared classified information. So not only is the normal accepted American institutional norm of not appointing a cabinet dominated by generals. It's okay to appoint a couple of generals. Okay? It's fine. But when you appoint more than a couple of generals, it's scary. For good reason. That's how fucking dictatorships are started. Okay? And that's considered a taboo in our White House. But not only is he appointing generals, lots and lots of them, but he's appointing generals who are disgraced. Some of them. And the rest of the cabinet are either just the most corrupt of political Washington insiders, have known issues, like they are political baggage, or have had scandals in their past. And it just seems to me like this is designed to fail. Like, either this is like a worst case scenario, like the worst shit I could possibly warn you about is really coming true, or this is designed to fail. This is not serious. Okay, this is okay. Obama said, look, you're not going to be president, so I'm not going to tell you the full classified story. You go up in your fucking tower and you play The Apprentice. That's all he's doing. And you go pick people who nobody's going to miss. Because the Electoral College is never going to vote for you. I bet you Obama just told him that to his face. It's starting to seem more and more like it. Within this theory, you know, I like to make multiple theories on how things go, and I project them out as different mathematical likelihoods. That's what it's like to be a smart person. But within the line of logic of this theory, the possibility would dictate that Obama told him, you're not a fucking president. You're never going to be president. The Electoral College is not going to allow the Russians to install a fucking president. Okay? And he was probably, if not told that directly, basically told that, look, you're going to have to take all of your assets and put them in a blind trust after you've sold them, so that your family cannot have influence on the processes of the government. Otherwise, you will be in violation of the emoluments clause. This is a horrible Obama impression, so I'm just going to give up on it now. But you know what I'm saying? Like, He basically just read the Federalist Papers to him. You know, so either Obama straight warned him, "You're not going to be fucking president. Stop kidding yourself. You didn't win shit, and everybody knows it." Okay, we're going to play out a little fucking drama over the next couple of weeks to kind of calmly transition this into a Hillary Clinton win or a Mitt Romney installment. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, if it's that way or if it's the other way, where he just said, "Look, you're going to have to sell your business, put it in a blind trust, and your kids can't run it." And Donald Trump said, "Oh, fuck that." And he's been picking cabinet picks that make sure, he won't have to sell his business. He doesn't want to be president. He was either told he's not going to be, and he's trying to, like, make some kind of intimidating stand, or guaranteeing himself a loss. Like, he really doesn't want to be president. Like, if he really wants to be president, and it was just a matter of, warning him about the Federalist Papers and how the electors would vote, he's picking these generals and these shady fucking people to try and intimidate his way past the process. Okay? But that doesn't seem very likely to me, because it seems obvious that that would backfire because of the Federalist Papers. Because not only are they supposed to prevent, that kind of corruption as far as having investments in foreign countries and accepting gifts from foreign leaders, okay? But the guy's a demagogue. I thought of the word. I mean, he's a fucking autocrat. He's a dictator. You know? He's got the conflicts of interest. And he's like, I mean, let's face it, he has the potential to be worse than Hitler. And if you really don't think that's possible, you're not understanding how advanced of a society Germany was. It was the most advanced society by far on the entire planet. Okay? Sound familiar? America is the greatest country in the world. So it couldn't happen here? No, so they would design it to happen here. Just like they designed it to happen in Germany 100 years ago. Just about. So, that's why if people don't start listening to me, if we don't basically organize the old institutions, even the ones that went out of business, even the newspapers that went out of business, should have the right to sue Google. Okay? Because when it was just Yahoo, the search engine, everything was fine. All these websites we're getting into the online arena, like we're modernizing, and nobody was even accused of falling behind until after Google took over. It became more popular than YouTube. I'm on Google right now complaining about Google. It's a wonder why my message doesn't get to more people. Just insane to me that it's actually believable to people that, like, PewDiePie is really that popular. Really. Have you watched any of his videos? Like, all the way through? Look, gaming people don't watch YouTube videos about games. They play fucking games. Okay? But Anybody who would make a gaming channel, anybody who would make a geek type channel, unless they're a Christian, a real Christian, not a Republican, chances are they've cheated. Chances are they've rigged their views. Chances are some of the most popular channels, the most profitable channels, the most profitable networks on YouTube are stealing. Huh. Ain't that a bitch? And if you don't believe me, what would you do if you were them? And there was no law to stop you from doing it. Because there's no law to stop them. The government certainly isn't able to. We've lost 100-year-old newspapers. We've lost 100-year-old credible institutions that gave us information that would fire people if they lied. And they've been replaced with 50,000 different fucking tabloid websites that are designed to subvert and destroy the United States, that are designed to divide you, to ruin Thanksgiving dinner. Okay? That's it. So, if you're not a moron and you don't want the world to be destroyed, click the fucking like button. Peace.